So I have 14 of these pieces out there right now. So now we're down to 11. But every one of these has a pretty good bow in them. It's actually quite a pronounced bow. Like this one down on that end towards the camera is a lot more pronounced. This one's not as bad. This one here isn't as bad. Actually, this one might be a better candidate. Yeah, I think we're going to use this one for one of the runners, and we'll cut this one because this one's pretty pronounced. I guess we'll see what we're going to do here. So this guy here, this is almost 13 feet long. We might be able to cut the worst of that bow out of that one. This one's here probably 11. Yeah, this one's a little over 12, and that one right there is a little over 10. I think we're definitely... So this one's not too bad. I think we could deal with this one. This one's not as bad either. So my plan here is to get the cross members on the ends of these 10-foot sections and then use a bottle jack and hydraulics to spread that bow out of them so I can get our spanners in there. I guess we'll see how it goes. I think I'm going to put the spanning members probably every 3 feet. We'll see how that looks, see how that goes, and then I mean, guys, this could change as we go. I'm kind of, again, doing something out of my head here. The other thing we have, they had 3x3 angle iron welded on the bottom of these. And I'm not sure if that's how they bowed them in the welding, but I will say they're not crowned at all. They're nice and straight that way, but there's definitely a pronounced bow. But honestly, I think if we go on my plan here, I think we might be able to do all right, get those spread out. So that would mean I would have to get both ends welded up, get it very square, and that's probably going to be the biggest challenge, is keeping all this stuff nice and square as we go. We may have to do a little finagling there, see what happens. But anyway, I guess it's time to get the saw out, time to do a little cutting and a little thinking, and then see what develops. Well, folks, sometimes free isn't always free, is it? Right here, every one of these pieces of channel iron had a piece of angle iron welded to the bottom of them. So in order for me to use them for what we're doing, all these have to come off. But it will give us some scrap metal to do something with, so I'm going to keep grinding. Well, everybody, it's not much of a start, but it is a start. This is going to take a while, this process, especially since I'm cutting all the old angle iron and everything off of the bottom of all this channel iron. But this thing will be stout. I have no doubt that I will be able to haul the sawmill on this thing just fine. So what we're going to have to do, I'm going to have to come up with some devices here to keep this thing from racking as I'm welding it. That's something I'm learning as I weld. A lot of stuff tends to move. Even if you think you're only tacking it here and there, a lot of it tends to move. This thing I started off nice and square, and she's out of whack now. But I'm pretty sure we can beat that thing into where it needs to go. My main concern is that the sides of the trailer is nice and square, and that I'm not twisted in any way, because if it's twisted, the sawmill's not going to sit square or sit right on there. And if that sawmill's not sitting, if that sawmill is not sitting properly on this trailer, every timber I cut on this thing, every board I cut, everything is going to be out of whack. It's going to be a mess, and it's going to piss me off, and I'm going to cry about it. I'm going to look like a 2-year-old. It'll be embarrassing for you guys to watch, but that's what we have. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We're going to keep going on this, and I will catch you on the next one.